Good morning, students. So today we have to start with the next part of chapter 1, that is 1C. And in this part we have to study about the relative atomic mass or atomic weight. So let's start with the class. What is relative atomic mass? So as the term is denoting, relative, it means we have to relate, we have to select some standard, and according to that we have to relate the other atom's mass with that standard selected atomic mass. So why we need to relate it? The reason is the mass of atoms is incredibly small, so we cannot measure, or we cannot measure it directly, so we have to use relative atomic mass. The symbol for the relative atomic mass is AR. Small r stands for relative, A for atomic mass. And for relative atomic mass, the carbon 12 atoms are taken as standard, and every other atom is compared with the mass of carbon 12 atom. Earlier to carbon 12 atom, hydrogen atoms was taken as standard. Okay, so the mass of a hydrogen atom was found to be 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Okay, 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram, and the mass of carbon atom was is 1.99 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. And these masses are too small, and it is inconvenient to use kilograms or grams as unit. So therefore it has been considered appropriate to use the mass of some standard atom as unit and then relate the mass of other atom to it. So that resulted into the relative atomic mass, or RAM, or atomic weight. So in the beginning, the mass of hydrogen atom was chosen as a unit because hydrogen atom is the lightest element. Afterwards, in 1961, the carbon 12 atom was finally selected. So earlier, the mass of hydrogen atom was selected as the standard, and the other atom's mass was compared with the mass of the hydrogen atom. But later on, from 1960s, so that is from 1961, the mass of carbon atom was finally selected because its adoption least affected the values of atomic mass of the other elements on the basis of the old standards. So carbon 12 atom was selected because it contains 6 protons, 6 neutrons and 6 electrons, and its relative atomic mass is exactly 12. Okay, as we know that there is unit mass on proton and unit mass on neutron, and the electrons have negligible mass. So 6 plus 6, carbon 12 atom shows the mass exactly 12, and that is why it was taken as the standard, and then every other atom is compared to the mass of the carbon 12 atom. For example, helium is 1/3 of carbon 12 atom. Okay, so 1/3 of carbon 12 atom. So 12. So 3 4 ja 12. So that is why the atomic mass of helium is 4. Okay, here it will be 4. Now relative atomic mass, simply by picture you can understand, 1/12 of 12 AMU when it is for carbon. So 12 and 12 will be cancelled, so 1 AMU. Okay, nitrogen's atomic mass is 14 AMU, oxygen's atomic mass is 16 AMU, sodium's atomic mass is 23 AMU. So in detail, what is relative atomic mass? So relative atomic mass of an element is the mass of one of its atoms relative to 1/12 of the mass of one atom of carbon. Okay, so relative atomic mass equals to average mass of an atom into 12 by mass of one atom of carbon. So 12 and 12 will be cancelled, so average atomic mass for that particular element will be calculated. Most of the elements have more than one isotopes, and that is why the relative atomic mass of the element is the average mass of the isotopes taking into account of the abundance of each isotope. We'll see in the next slide. This is why the relative atomic mass of element is frequently not a whole number, it is the fractional number. Okay, so here you can observe for phosphorus it is 32.1, for chlorine it is 35.5, for argon it is 39.9, okay, for selenium it is 79, like that. So it is not the whole number, it is the fractional atomic number of atomic mass. Okay, so isotopes and the relative atomic mass. Isotopes of atoms, you know what is isotopes? Elements having the same atomic number but different mass number is known as isotopes. So isotopes of are atoms of the same element that have the different number of neutrons, because number of electron or the number of proton is the atomic number, and atomic mass is the number of proton plus neutron. So mass number minus atomic number, you get the number of neutrons. So this has 18 neutrons, this has 20 neutrons, 17 protons, 17 protons, 17 electrons, 17 electrons. But in nature, this chlorine 35 is found in the 75%, and the abundance of chlorine 37 is 25%. So that is why the relative atomic mass of an element is the average value. It is the average value of the isotopes of the elements, and it takes into account of the percentage composition of the isotopes. So that is why 75% of 35 plus 25% of 37, it will be calculated as 35.5 AMU. Now what is AMU, or atomic mass unit? So 1 unit or 1 AMU is 1/12 is the of the mass of one carbon atom. Then since 1 mole of carbon atom have a mass of 12 gram, and 1 mole of atoms contains this much number of atoms, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. Okay, this number is also known as Avogadro number. It is the number of particles, or mole is the SI unit for the chemical entity. Okay, and it is the number of particles or the electrons or the atoms. So 1 atomic mass unit is 1/12 of 12 gram per mole into 1 mole by 6.022 into 10 to the power 23, which after calculation comes to 1.66 into 10 to the power 24 gram, and in kg it will be 10 to the power minus 27 kg, because 1 kg equals to 1000 gram. Okay, so you must not confuse. Clear? Now let's know what is mole. Mole designates an extremely large number of units, that is 6.022140076 into 10 to the power 23. The General Conference on Weights and Measures defined the mole as this number for the International System of Units effective from May 20, 2019. The mole was previously defined as the number of atoms determined experimentally to be found in 12 gram of carbon 12. So in your book it is denoting this. Okay, the number of units in a mole also bears the number of Avogadro's number, which is also known as Avogadro's constant, in the honor of Italian physicist Amedeo Avogadro. And Avogadro proposed one hypothesis which states that the equal volume of gases under the same condition will contain same number of molecules, and which was later on useful for calculation of the molecular weights. and led to the concept generation of the mole. So that is why 1 mole, sometimes in objective questions it may come, 1 mole equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. It is denoting the large number of particles or atoms or electrons. Then what is relative molecular mass? The relative molecular mass is the sum of relative atomic mass of each atom in the molecule, or according to your book, the relative molecular mass of an element or a compound is the number that represents how many times one molecule of the substance is heavier than the carbon 12, 1 by 12 of the mass of carbon 12 atom. Then how we can find the relative atomic mass? For example, here we have to calculate the relative atomic mass for ammonia. So before calculating, we must know what is the molecular formula of ammonia. So molecular formula of ammonia is NH3. So determine the molecular formula, because after getting the molecular formula you will come to know that which of the elements are there. Okay, so in ammonia, you have 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atoms of hydrogen. Then we will go to periodic table. Every practical copy is having the periodic table. So in the periodic table we will see what is the atomic mass of nitrogen and what is the atomic mass of hydrogen. So the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. After that we will see in the formula how many is the number of atoms of nitrogen and what is the number of atoms of hydrogen. The number of atom of nitrogen is 1, nothing is written here, it means 1, and below beside hydrogen it is written 3, so it is 3. We will multiply it 14 and 3, and then we will calculate the sum of all these atomic or molecular masses. So the relative molecular mass of ammonia is 17. Okay, then the next example is also given here, that ammonium sulfate. So first we will determine the molecular formula of it, and after determining the molecular formula we will see the number of the types of elements and the number of atom of each. So in this molecular formula there is 2 atom of nitrogen, 4 to the 8 atom of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur and 4 atoms of oxygen. Excuse me. So we will calculate, we will get the sum of all these, and we get the relative molecular mass as 116. Now what's the homework for you today? You have to write down this notes in your copy, this particular slide, whatever is written, then the formula, this definition you will write, and then this formula you will write. Then after, if in reasoning based question it is asked why the atomic masses are not in whole number, then you will give this reason. Okay, if the reasoning based question is asked, so the next homework is to write down the answer, that why most of the elements are having the relative atomic mass not as a whole number. So you will write down the answer from this particular part. Then write down the definition of what is atomic mass unit, and write down 1 atomic mass unit equals to dash gram and 1 atomic mass unit equals to dash kg. Okay, this is just for your extra information. Then write down the definition of relative molecular mass, and you try to calculate the question number in which you have to calculate the relative molecular mass, that is 9b. Page number 19, question number 9b you will do just now after this class, as well as question number 12. So try to do these. If you will have any problem at the last of the chapter, I will send you the answer keys. Thank you class. Take care and have a nice day.